There's definitely no rules.
No.
I mean, unless you're PR or something. That's not my concern.
No, that's it. PR yourself. PR yourself. I didn't even tell him. If you want freestyle, you want to drop a verse. We've had many come through.
We'll own all the rights. So. Is it fair enough to say that this is probably like our first summer pod?
Jeez, yeah.
Like I'm wearing shorts.
I'm wearing shorts for the first time all summer.
sweating.
Like, I'm sweating, yeah. Well, I'm sweating all the time, but.
How'd you leave the house today and you didn't even bring a rag?
Hold on, what? Come on now, you already know I don't step outside without having my rag.
Oh, you did? I thought you were saying that you came and you were laughing.
I did. I had to.
I'm surprised you don't wear more like what's that?
Dry fit?
Yeah, dry fit.
Yeah. I tried to be
Under Armour
swaggy today. Usually it's like the Nike Under Armour dry fit.
You wear that like socially?
No, man.
You ever see a man wearing dry fit underneath his outfit in like a day party or something?
Underneath
I've seen
the outfit?
Yeah. I've seen that nastiness.
That's wild, bro.
That's true West Indian man, to be honest. That's like another level.
Underneath,
like you're wearing like a t-shirt, like a band tee.
Yeah.
And then you got your Under Armour coming all the way up here.
Nah.
Like a black shirt. Sometimes they got designs. Sometimes they might have something that looks like kind of mocks like a sleeve tattoo.
Jeez.
I don't know. There's nasty people in this world. I'm just saying they exist. It's not what I
Man them. It's not with a hype thing. A war.
You're genuinely shocked by all of that?
I've never seen this in my life, bro.
No,
Where are you going?
No, that's just literally that's like just real life.
Ah, man.
No. Bro, but yes, sir. Wagwan,
The
sir.
world
Wagwan.
What up? Back again.
Yeah, another bi-weekly moment, and of course it's your boy
Shop
over
like
here.
Shaq.
And we have a special guest. I mean, Patrick, you found the homie in real life.
Yeah.
You found the homie in real life.
Man, in real life.
You didn't find him on IG.
Not
Yo,
on
this
IG.
guy looks like a good.
That's how we used to do it, you know what I mean? Now we got a special guest in the building, man. Shout out to Gifted.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the pod, bro.
Welcome to the pod.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious though. I'm actually dying at that because like it's one of the few times in the past few years where it's like you meet someone for the first time in life. I mean, like in reality, in
Somebody
person.
for the first time in life.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like the past few years it's all been like online and everything. You know, IG, Twitter, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, I saw this guy actually doing his craft, like performing and everything, and had to hit him up. So. Yeah, thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Definitely.
Where did you see homie? Let's talk about that because I think you talked about it was your birthday, right?
Yeah, it was my birthday. Yeah. So yeah, it was a couple weeks ago we talked about this, but beginning of May I went to the showcase. I had no idea what to expect. You know what I mean? And it was called the House Toronto, put on by the people that run the House Shy, and
they're from Chicago.
They're from
right?
Chicago. So the showcase was like. Chicago artists. They brought a couple Toronto artists. Actually, I think you are the only Toronto artist. But so they're supposed to like. This is the first time they're doing this. They want to establish the market here in Toronto, or whatever. So no idea what to expect. I don't know who's performing, whatever. The wifey and I show up, and long and behold, this man takes the stage and shuts it down. Like it was crazy to the point where mad people were like, I remember hitting you up afterwards, being like, "Yo, congrats! That was sick. And I had to hit him up and be like, dog, that was a wicked performance." Like it's not often where you go to a show like that and you don't know what to expect, you know what I mean, and you're kind of blown away by the performance and just the way that someone like captures the room. So
did they know what to expect? Like that? What was the relationship and how did you end up
Shy?
with it? Yeah.
Actually, my team had got that whole relationship going. It had nothing to do with me really. I was just doing what I do. Just once I got there.
Were you opening or did you come after a couple?
Did I open? I think I came after a few artists. They had like a couple go first, and then I went. I was like, I think it was like third or something like that. But it was really nice, man. Honestly, like wow, Americans just
the vibe was really noticeably different.
Oh yeah,
yes, man, like night and day. Like it's just like. Such a like first of all to see like black people supporting other black people that was huge, like honestly, and everyone looked good, everyone felt good, everyone like everyone was comfortable with you feeling good. That's the big thing, you know. And so like the energy was just high, and I guess like that transcended to my performance, because it's nice to hear you say that, because that's what I want, you know. And like I go to these shows too. I go around the city and I'm like, I see a lot of the stuff, and I don't want to be disappointed at a show. I want to feel like what like just happened, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that I can do that for someone. That's good.
No, definitely, man, definitely. And like there was a lot of talented people. Like I don't remember the number of performers, but it was like everyone was super talented there. And you go there, and you're right, it's rare to find a show like that in Toronto. And I hate to say that, because I always think that like we're getting better and we're not the Screwface city, but we definitely still have that mentality sometimes. And you go there and you see just mad melanin, just people just celebrating us, you know what I mean? And yeah, bro, like the ages were insane. It was like people probably like early 20s maybe, and then you get people who are a little bit older on, maybe 40, 50-year-olds, and like everyone's just kind of vibing out to the music. So it was wicked, man. Shout out to those people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where do we get Gifted by Gifted?
So gifted means gift from, like Nathan means gift from God in Hebrew, which is my name.
Right.
Right. And my mom, when she tried to have me for 11 years, and when she stopped trying, she had me. Wow. So she named me her like her gift, right? And she was actually the one that was like, "Oh, you should use gifted," whatever. Gifted by Gifted comes from like me just being a person that likes to study like philosophical ideas, and this one being like, you are gifted by yourself. Anything you do, in my opinion, is like you have to do that yourself. Like for you guys to put this together, like you had to, you were taught something, but you had to take the will to go and to be taught. So I just like to believe that we are what we are by ourselves, you know. That doesn't mean that like there's not a lot of people on the way that have helped me be who I am, but like I still have to choose to be that every day. So that's why I'm gifted by me. And it also just works well with a brand. Like the brand is gifted. You're experiencing music, it's gifted. And it just so happens to be by the artist gifted. Like I write this stuff,
it's almost like you're signing like a gift. You know, like this was gifted by Gifted. So when you see that Snoop Dogg speech that went viral, it's like, I want to thank me. You're like, yes, he gets it. He gets it.
Yeah, man.
And so how did your career start? Like, how far are we going back?
When I was 5 years old, I started playing piano. So my mom put me in piano. She'd bust my knuckles like, yo, you're playing, you know? And to the point where, I think we were talking about right before we started the podcast, this consistency. Like I didn't have that consistency. I had ADHD is what I had as a kid, and I was more like I just wanted to do, and she kind of forced me to like focus until the muscle memory got to what it was. I played by ear all the stuff I played.
Oh, true.
My teacher hated me in class because I would like listen to him and just play it before anything. I played by ear for a long time, and then I left.
Did you go to a school for the arts or something?
Yeah, I went to school in Scarborough, New Conservatory of Music.
I was about to say, you Wexford too?
I didn't go to school for that, but I took
you
classes.
took
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Nice.
No, definitely not that school, but
it's fine to diss it. It doesn't matter if you went there or not.
No, what do you mean? It's fine.
no, I know.
It's fine. Wexford was. I'm not gonna bash Wexford because I don't have any.
We've had mad moms from there on here, so it's all good.
So you were taking lessons from time.
Yeah. So piano first, and then about like probably like 13, 14, I started singing more. I was playing piano in like church, and then started singing, and then like around like university, like 17ish, I started like writing my own stuff.
Oh, wow.
I studied a lot of like Michael was like my influence when I was younger.
True.
So, and eventually like I got tired of like sounding like him or imitating his stuff and doing it, so I wanted to write my own stuff, and I started doing that. So
what drew you to Michael?
My mom again, like I had to really sit and think and meditate on this. Like my mom used to kiss the TV when Michael was on TV. So I think as a kid,
super fan.
Oh, she was a super fan. Yeah.
So I think my affection literally just came from being like, yo, like that's my mom. Like I want to
getting that reaction from my mom. So yeah.
Be like that guy.
Yeah. I love that.
True.
Yeah. So I think so. So that's what it was, and he was just great to learn from, right? So
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. The greatest.
Yeah, and that's your latest single is Soulful. Soulful.
I think that came out today's Friday. It came out today.
Yeah. Dang.
It came out today?
Yeah. Today, right?
Yeah.
Right? Theme.
I saw it today.
When did that come out? You want me to drop some?
Go for it. Came out today?
Yeah, man.
I like that.
Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah. I'm excited about it because I don't know if people.
That was your first single this year, right?
Pardon me?
That was your first single this year.
Yeah. And like, I feel like people don't, as a whole, the masses, like they're not really realizing the whole spectrum of what I do, right? Like, I think they think it's like a lot. I had a guy come up to me and be like, "Yo, bro, you're such a great rapper," and I was like, "Whoa."
That's not my label. That's not what I would say.
I was like, "Whoa." Okay, cool. But like, so yeah, with this, like, I feel like it brings me back a little bit to like R&B.
Yeah.
My base was like in jazz music. I studied jazz in school a little bit, and like, yeah, like soul, like hip hop, R&B, like that kind of stuff. I feel like I want to come back to that as opposed to like what I've been doing, which is like trap soul music.
Yeah. That's where I remember hearing you, like some of the songs you performed at the showcase. I remember, was it Talk to Me Nice? I remember that one had people going with them.
For sure.
Listen to Soulful, I'm like, oh, this is like completely different side of the spectrum. So it's good showing that range.
More to come for sure. Like this is just the beginning of it. Like I write in all genres, bro. I'll write country music if I have to. Like I enjoy all music.
Is it the challenge of just keeping things
it's
different and interesting for you, or do you not have like a something that you're saying like?
I don't have.
I enjoy making. I
don't have borders. I don't want borders. I grew up on easy rock music. My mom plays CHFI.
Yep.
So I learned from like
reminds me of the doctor's
such
office.
a different
That's what I grew up on too, so I get it.
Right. So like my influence comes from that. It was not even hip hop. Like hip hop, I don't even really like listen to too much hip hop, honestly. So yeah, that's my influence, and like I've always been in general like a person that I don't mind standing out from the crowd. Like so I'll do country music just because I want to. Like I know I can. I know I've listened to certain songs. Like guys like Chris Stapleton and stuff. Like I love country. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Everything connects through soul, right? And that's what music is. It connects people. So it's like if I can do that and break barriers, break borders for people, like that's huge for me.
So if you were gonna describe to people, you mentioned trap soul. Is that what you would say you make? Like you're introducing yourself for the first time to somebody. Like what kind of music do you make? I think
I've coined a new genre. I think, and it's the first time I'll say it, I guess, on camera. Like because Bryson Tiller kind of coined trap soul.
He did.
I think I've coined this thing called tribe soul. So it's trap, rhythm, instrument, and blues. But it's like. It is like trap a little bit, but it's just more like there's a lot of like Afro influence. There's a lot of
because I was hearing that too.
100%.
Right? So just a little bit more on the genre, like tribe soul, TRIB.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like I don't know, for me personally, when you say that and you talk about like the influences from like Africa and African music, like it all comes from there. You know what I mean? Like so much of like what we listen to now, what's popular now, all roots back to Africa and African music. So I get it, man. There's something about like the beats, the drums, the percussion, like all of it kind of is rooted in that. So I feel you on that.
Amapiano is like huge right now. The last 2 years, Amapiano's taken over. But like even deeper than Amapiano, like or at least the popular stuff, like there's like a lot of South African like house music that is like, man, like I've listened to like other house music. It's not that like it's great. Music is all great, but like man, some of these South African house songs, like I'm in a trance. Like I feel like I'm in the tribe.
I love that.
What is going on? Like, it's just so man. It's very inspiring for where I'm at right now. Like just being able to do something like that. Hoping I can find some producers in that space soon.
So on the personal side, because music is an expression, as we're kind of already alluding to. Are you one of those introverts? Are you like one of those people that like I talk to you and I don't feel like that's really who you are, but like, are you one of those people that's like, I'm not gonna give you like what's really going on in my life until I'm like writing a song? And
I think I'm the complete opposite, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, is that a problem? Is that why you say that?
Shut out my sleeve and people are just like, oh yeah. Shit, man.
But do you feel like that works for you?
Yeah,
I just
being an open book.
I just believe in truth. Has it worked for me in the past? Not always. Definitely not. But like I still do it. I still. You know, I just am who I am. I can't, whatever. It is what it is. Like I believe that like eventually the right people that move the same way as me, they will be there. They'll come around. And it'll just be that much stronger. You know.
Do you think that there should be a level of mystique in the artistry of?
Like to what point? Like when you say in the artistry, like what do you mean? Like
in like what you're doing. So like a great example for me, as far as like mystique, is like The Weeknd, because the first few years we heard of this guy, we didn't even know what he looked like, right? Yeah. And he did no interviews. There was there's no personality, but there was the persona.
Yeah.
That's all we knew. We don't really know, like to this day, we don't really know too much about Abel, to be honest.
That's true.
Do you think that like there's a level of mystique that like adds to the artistry, or should be incorporated in the persona that you're building as Gifted?
I think so, a little bit, just because my personality, like I love, but then there's also a time when like I love to be alone and I love to be with myself. So I guess I do want a little bit of like that, so I can just have my own thing that people don't need to know about publicly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I love being social. I don't mind being out there to a certain extent with things and So like, yeah, I think my approach might be a little bit different. Like I'm more like show face kind of stuff. I'm a road man. Like I'm like.
So you're not out there with like a burner account or like
No.
I thought you were saying you're not out there with a burner. I'm like, yo, this is not that kind of podcast.
I mean,
don't nod. Stop being so. But you were saying before that you were living in Kensington Market, and you were saying you was living like in the mix, like literally on top of cold tea when it was cold tea.
Mixy.
The fuck was that like?
It was pretty incredible.
This guy's having flashbacks. He's looking over there. It's like, I'm about to take a sip. It was incredible.
The sentence just trailed off. He's like,
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, I was throwing events during COVID.
I didn't ask you about it. You said it. In the name of truth.
I just want to say that sometime. And then allegedly, like, there was like a bunch of people and it was madness and it was great times. But if that did happen, like, I mean, that would probably have been crazy, you know?
Yeah. Would you have made money on this? Like, was this, I mean would this have been a good idea as like a hustle?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
I think that it would be something that if I did it, like, it would have been more lucrative than regular life right now, right?
Sure. And I'm imagining like it might have been like Fort Knox being inside Kensington Market, because everybody was like, that's no man's land anyway.
Yeah, and
facts.
it's already an artsy space, right? So people are like looking for that, and like kind of like what you said, if I'm doing what I was doing, people are like, yo, this is what we want.
Yeah,
to Kensington. So
it
was nice, man.
That's a spot though, like for those who, because we got people who listen not from Toronto, like if you don't even know, like Kensington is like the spot. It's like a low key, like
the best way to put it, if you want to make it global, I'd say a landlocked Venice Beach.
Okay.
Like it's mad, like eclectic. You got like the artists. You got people that are gonna run up and blurt some random shit at you. You got
street vendors.
You got like the culture. You got like just random things going on, like very hippie vibes.
Yeah,
really be. Yeah. But no beach. No beach. Nah.
Concrete jungle, but like
jungle for sure.
Yeah,
it's Jumanji actually. Is what it is. Because after like 9 o'clock, it starts to get dark. Yeah, you don't want to be outside.
What's funny is that I've rarely been in Kensington past like maybe 7.
Yeah, I could.
And when I have been, I'm like, yo, this is a different fucking place.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Okay, sorry, go for it.
No, I've been in Kensington Market way past my bedtime, unfortunately. I think I was passing through. I was trying to get home. It was maybe like 3 a.m. I was just walking by. I was walking through because I knew that was my way home. And there was a couple, maybe they didn't have a home, guys. And
a couple, maybe they didn't have a home.
I don't know. They gave the vibes and they looked like it.
That's funny.
Hey, maybe they didn't have a home. But anyways, I don't know what they were talking about, but I'm walking by, all I hear is blah, 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 like nigger or something like that. And I'm just like,
here we go. Here we go.
You know what? It doesn't matter for so many reasons.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's 4 a.m. I'm drunk.
They
might not have a home. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm walking home. I'm like, it's fine. But the way that I approached them with it, I was just like, yo, like, I was like, why? It's like, why? Like why? Like why? Like what was your point?
Yeah.
And the one guy was trying to talk. He's like, man, I'm so sorry. I don't know why he's like this. Man, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. And we were like going back and forth. There was like a whole 20-minute ordeal. And then he said it again. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go home. So yeah, just don't worry about Kensington Market after dark.
That's the thing about racism. Racism is funny because you won't have a home, but you're still a nigger to me.
That's wild. I was like, I'm a nigger. That's wild. You looking down on me right now, sir, is wild.
He's looking down at you while his ass is on concrete.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, he's looking down at you while looking up at you.
Yep.
Word. He might not have a home.
Wow.
So I didn't go for it. I was like, you know what, you got it. You're right.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
No, the one time I do remember being in Kensington late at night was like the Raptors championship. I ended up being there.
How'd you end up there out of all places, bro?
The streets make no sense.
The streets make no sense that day. It was like we won, and I walked from like Richmond and Sherborne with the homies and a bottle of like Dom Perignon that I was just sharing with the streets. Like, yo, you want some? Take it. And we made our way there, and I just remember being on like a patio of sorts in a place that used to be a party. And you probably know what it was. I just can't remember the name. It wasn't Cold Tea because I was the one for sure. But yeah. Good times. This was a good week for like new music.
It was.
I hope you listened. Did you listen to anything new?
This week?
Yeah, this week.
No, nothing popular.
That's fine. We'll educate you, and maybe you can tell me something that I didn't know about.
Okay.
Okay. I also have a question on that too, because like as we're talking about, I'm like, have we? I don't think I've experienced it yet. Is there a song of the summer yet? Because I feel like we're missing.
No, you're way too early. Way too early. We just got our first weekend. I said
I've early been.
I just started sweating.
There's summer bops. I don't know if there's a song.
But that's what, I feel like this is usually the time where it starts to like surface. No.
Okay, can I tell you something that I heard that I didn't expect that would be fire?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That new Taylor Swift. I'm just joking. Not that one. No, I'm joking. I was just joking. That was a joke. I never even listened to it. I'm not listening to it. I listened to, or not even just listened to. I watched the music video for the baby's new music video, Shake Some.
I did not see that.
Did you guys just see that?
No.
He went back with Real Goats. So Real Goats, they made all of his poppin' music videos. The beat is very frantic. Like it makes you want to move. You're either gonna have anxiety or you're gonna want to move. The music video also had the Jabberwockies again. Like he did the whole choreographed thing. Like he went hard. Like the music video was crazy.
Yeah. We getting a sample? We getting a little
I'll give you a taste because it's been a long time since I've heard DaBaby in a way where I'm like,
what I tell you, bro. I watched the episode of the shop he was on. I'm like, he might be back, bro.
It's funny. I was watching DaBaby knock out people today on YouTube. That's actually hilarious. You know?
What do you mean? Like why?
Because I was just
not why were you watching? Because I would like to watch him knock out people on YouTube too.
That's hilarious.
Like why was he knocking people out?
Oh, you know about this guy? This guy is aggressive.
I know.
Bro. He just like some fan. First of all, I love it because like, bro, good for you. But like
you're like I feel that way sometimes.
Like, sometimes you're gonna, like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like I rate it. Like I rate that. Like that he's just like he's knocking dudes out. He's filming them on the ground like unconscious.
Oh, I think is that an old video where I don't know if it was him, but there was somebody. No, that was the game.
Yo, the funniest one. Oh my god,
that was the game that was knocking somebody out.
He's in like a Louis Vuitton store or something, and some random like hood man sees him in there, and like that guy's probably on some shit doing fraud. So he's going in there buying his the store, and I guess they had like a little clash of like, yo, like I'm cool, you're cool, like yo, stop this, whatever. And yeah, like you see him filming the guy, and the guy's like talking mad trash, like yo, you're a pussy, that.
Oh, isn't that when he killed him?
No, he knocked this guy.
I know.
He knocked him out and pulled down his pants. Like I don't understand.
He pulled him.
Like his pants. Like you don't see him pull down the pants, but the pants are down, and it's like.
How did you get here? How did we get here?
I don't know how that happened, but it is hilarious. Yeah, no, he's funny, man.
He's a wild boy, man.
I'm gonna be when I'm bored later. I'm gonna Google DaBaby knocking man's out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Kimbo Slice, bro. He's Kimbo Slice of music, bro.
No, this is the song that I just saw that just came out.
This fucking fire's going crazy in this goddamn building. They need to calm down. Your ass inside now.
The next thing I was gonna say, what's his name?
Yeah.
As soon as it started, I'm like,
money.
Yeah. He's got the budget for this.
You're like, there's not enough grants in Toronto for this.
Factor grants are not covering that.
Yo, The Weeknd has taken I mean, he's not the only one, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say it's just him, but like the ones that you don't think are taking advantage of these grants, Much Fact, when it was here,
Much Fact, they rinsing those.
They were rinsing the Much Fact grant, and you know, like when you finish watching the music video, I'm like, reminder, Much Fact. This is in LA. This is the weekend. Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky's in this music video. Why are they paying for this?
Oh, wow.
Wow, man.
Yeah, but I saw this. So this is not new music this week, but I saw this video last week, and I was very impressed and kind of happy to see the baby in a light where I was like, again, you know, because typically that's what it's been for like the last like what 2 years, maybe
More,
3,
probably. Yeah,
it's been a while because I remember seeing him and I thought he was the one the first time I saw him.
We had that whole conversation.
Yeah.
I thought he was the one, but this is giving me vibes of like, Lil Wayne Fireman, his older video, Suge, I think that was the one, and
no, this is like the same one.
Bop, sorry, and I don't know why I'm getting like Remember Childish Gambino's what's the one that he did?
This Is America.
This America.
Yeah.
I kind of got like there's like
I can see what you're saying. I can see that.
I'm with it.
But like his video to me is now having like kind of like a signature to it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is like cool, but like I personally would love to see something like different. Like completely different. Like now I know. Kind of like you said, how it's gonna go. Like
we've laughed because I've seen him try other things. So he had a song like that song "So Contagious," the Isley Brothers and R. Kelly.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I won't sing it because I'm not allowed to. You should.
No, you can't sing it.
Well, basically, the song the song is basically with Ron Isley.
Yes.
Legend. He's Mr. Biggs in the scenario. That's who he's playing in the music video.
You know this song.
You must know.
That song,
Yeah. What the hell is going on between these sheets in my home? And they have a whole dialogue. The baby he did the same thing, similar. Except for it was the baby and Anthony Hamilton, which is so random.
Okay, I don't even know what that is, but okay. I live under.
You know the song "Why" Jadakiss featuring Anthony Hamilton?
No, not by name.
Dang.
Anyways,
all right.
It was a poor version of that, is what I'm saying.
That's all he was getting to.
That's all I was getting to. It didn't have to do with anything else. Yeah.
No, just look it up after.
So I was just happy to see that. But there was actually some really interesting, good new music that I heard today.
Yes.
There was Metro Boomin dropped the. I don't even know if you can say he did it because it was a soundtrack, but the new Spider-Man movie, he did the soundtrack for it. So he's the executive producer. He produced all the songs on there. So it's got everybody from like Wayne to 21 to
James Blake.
James Blake killing that shit.
Yeah.
Multiple songs.
Yeah. Let me ask you something on that though, because I was thinking about this. Because our boy Rudy put me onto that like first thing in the morning. This guy hits me up one of our homies.
He did send that to me.
And he sent it to me. He's like, "Yo, this slaps." But I have this thing about movie soundtracks. I always find it hard to listen to the soundtrack before I watch the film. And I know that.
Why, you think you're getting spoilers?
No. Well, the thing is, like, this soundtrack, they do have voices from the movie. There's like excerpts from the movie in some of the songs.
You're not missing anything.
No, I know, but it, like, I don't know. I'm just putting.
Miles is like, wow, this is amazing. Oh, this is just the lobby.
But I'm just saying, like,
doesn't mean nothing to me.
I don't know. For me, I just feel like sometimes it's hard for me to get into the soundtrack until I watch the film. I don't know if I'm a weird one or I'm an outsider.
I think it depends. But it depends. If you're making a brand new adaptation, or not even adaptation, but a new story, period, new characters, you're introducing some shit that I've never heard of or seen. Maybe I need to see the movie to appreciate that soundtrack. But this is Spider-Man, and we know that this has to do with multiple Spider-Mans. So what is cool about this album is that every single artist on there is rapping as if they're from the perspective of another Spider-Man. So even with with every song that came out, or at least the announcement of each artist that's part of it. There's a 21 Savage version of Spider-Man. There's a JID version of Spider-Man. There's a this Spider-Man. So
Stu really likes Spider-Man, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell. And he's on him. Yeah. Which character is not on this man though?
But that's what I really liked about it. It told the story, and it was very hip hop, very still Metro Boomin, but like he did kind of venture a little. For sure,
yeah, he did.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, he did.
That's very good to hear. I'm gonna take it in.
Yeah. So with soundtracks, like I love a soundtrack because you're giving me another version of the same story. So I'm here for that. I just want to encourage you, Patrick, listen to it twice. listen to it before you see the movie and listen to it afterwards, because it's like experiencing it. You know what I mean? In two different ways, the same thing. The first time you're just like, what is this music? And if it's a soundtrack, if it doesn't matter what type of music it is, it should still vibe. A bop is a bop regardless, right? If I don't know what the hell you're talking about, I haven't experienced that, it's still a vibe, right? It's a good song, it's a good song. But then you listen to it afterwards. First of all, you're watching the movie, changes the experience.
For sure. No,
song comes on, you're already getting hype, everything comes, and then the song hits and you're like, oh shit, I know this one, right? The second time you listen to it after the movie, now it's hitting deeper. Completely different. So I say go both.
No, I agree with you on that, because I listened to the Creed soundtrack, Creed 3 soundtrack. That was a
good one too.
After watching the movie again, I'm like, yo, this
did Mike Will do that one too?
That was Dreamville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was the Dreamville.
No, Mike Will did that one. He did the last Creed soundtrack. That's why.
But nah, definitely like check it out. Like from what I listened so far, it's solid.
Okay,
it's solid.
Another thing that I heard today was, you guys familiar with Santan Dave from the UK?
Yeah.
Central C. Yeah, you like Doja, don't you?
Yeah, I don't really listen to anybody.
I can tell so far, and that's why I want to get into like who you're listening to. You said you might be able to put me on to something else, because
yeah. But I'll pull up my playlist.
But I listened to Santan Dave. He's dropping a new album, so he dropped a single today.
People might just know
with
him as
Central
Dave.
C. Dave, but like I say Dave, and they think now the white rapper that's from.
Oh no, I know Dave.
Yeah, we know Dave.
Yeah,
but this is Dave that's from the UK, the black guy. So yeah, he dropped a new song with Central C. It's kind of like a UK drill vibe. It's called Sprinter.
I can't wait to take that in.
Yeah,
I have a little bit of drill music.
Oh, I love drill. That's
what
my
this man lives on,
bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you some stuff.
We can exchange. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit up them APs then, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it. So that song came out today, and he's gonna drop an album soon, it seems. And then there was also Moneybagg Yo. He dropped it out.
Moneybagg Yo dropped.
As we all heard, I don't know if you did as well. He was supposed to drop last week.
No, I did not.
But then he said he's gonna give this one to Miss Taylor Swift, and he's gonna drop the next week. He literally said that. I don't know why. I'm like, you guys are competing.
But they're not even competing.
I'm not. Yeah,
not competing. Bro.
I'm not gonna listen.
What label are they on? Are they competing?
I guarantee you, she's not. Yeah.
Like, no, y'all can't go at the same time because I'm trying to get all the bags.
But
yeah, she's not signed to Yo Gotti. I guarantee you.
Well, but Yo Gotti is not the man.
I know.
But it's the parent. You know that. So.
Universal.
Universal.
Do you like Moneybagg Yo?
No, don't. Not that I don't. I just.
You're not familiar enough.
Yeah.
Did you listen to his last album, Patrick?
Not the last album, but I listened to. I was telling you before the pod. There's a song Ocean Spray.
Yeah, that's on there.
Fire.
Moneybagg Yo. The thing is like the last time we talked about his album dropping is that he is one of those guys that like people have been saying and calling him toxic the same way they call Future. He's just fully leaning into it now. He's just calling a spade a spade. He's got a song with Future where he's just talking about like women craving toxic dick, and that's why they call him. Very interesting.
Yeah, it made me think.
It just reminds me that this is just a buzzword.
What, toxic?
Yeah, it's not like a real bad thing. People just call. Is it a real bad thing?
I mean, I feel like it can be, but I feel like there's levels to it. Like,
no, it should be a real bad thing. But when people are calling it out, I don't think it ever actually is, because there's a trendiness to it.
Fair. I just feel like certain artists, and it'd be good to get your take on it. I feel like certain artists can get away with a level of ratchetness or toxicness in their music. You know, like I feel like R&B singers, for example, they could get away with it versus rappers are gonna look at them and be like, nah, you know? But I feel like, for example, if you listen to the new Division, right? Amazing music they put out, but like, they're talking some stuff in that.
Yeah, that's
like,
actually a really good question for you, because you know? sing as well. So there was we were just talking about this before you got here. We're like, yo, there's certain people that you'll forget the content of what they're singing based on what they sound like. For example, Ty Dolla $ign. Sounds amazing. Like that guy can fucking sing.
Yeah.
But you got a song like Horses in the Stable, or he's talking about women that he can ride whenever you like or whatever, and it's just like, if you really listen to what he's saying, you're like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
How
do you feel about like that juxtaposition of?
Yeah, I mean, I think that even just like in terms of like approaching a woman as a guy, like if a woman is not attracted to you, what you're doing, it might be game for one guy that's attractive, and if it's another guy that she's not attracted to, it's harassment. So with music, it's the exact same thing. Ty Dolla $ign's like he can say what he's saying because he's Ty Dolla $ign.
True.
The next man try to say that, like you're in jail, bro. You're going to jail. Yeah. So
damn.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
If a man on the corner of Young and Dundas is screaming, "Horses in the stable that I could ride," and you're like, "Yo, lock this man up."
Shorty. Yo.
That's so true.
You would think he's another one of those displaced people Millie came across.
What did you call them?
I called them
Might not have a house man.
I don't even like displaced. Because some people are just don't want to be involved. And it's a choice. So.
They don't want to pay rent.
They don't
want to be involved, period.
They don't want to be involved. I like that.
Whack. I agree. And they're like, I don't want to do it. But I'm just not as gully, so I just do it.
I feel you.
That reminds me of our neighbors in Silver Lake.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, yes.
Story here.
Okay, so when we were
at home, neighbors in Silver Lake.
Yeah, like when we were staying in LA, we were there for like 4 months in this spot. And we were staying right off of Sunset Boulevard, and it was like a hill, so we were like literally on the top, and we're looking, like you have a nice view or whatever. But when you go down to the bottom and you go walk on actual Sunset Boulevard, there was a group of homeless men.
It started with one.
We actually saw it grow. So it started with one, and eventually it grew to maybe like 4 of them, 5 of them. There were all 4 of them, and they all came together. They built like this structure.
They had a pantry.
Yo, what?
Yeah, they literally had a pantry.
No lie.
What?
Yeah.
They had cabinet space, like a pantry with cabinet space and shelving.
Side of the road, guys.
They had dressers for their clothing. They had closets. They had multiple bedrooms. They had a living room space that had like chairs and a table where they could entertain.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not even lying to you. They had a whole house on the sidewalk, and they weren't obstructing the walkway.
No, they weren't. They weren't. And they had tablets. They had radio.
You'd be walking by, going to the store or whatever, and they were like the friendliest, nicest.
They were just kicking it.
I've ever had.
It didn't feel like they were homeless, dude. It felt like I was just walking past some neighbors on the stoop. Yeah, that's what it really felt.
When we were losing, one time we walked by them, and the guy was in his sleeping bag.
When I knew we were losing,
He was in a sleeping bag chilling on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles, on his phone, laughing, watching a video. I'm like, I did the same shit. We're paying like $4,000 rent to do the same shit.
That's crazy.
They're honestly having a good time.
No, they were. At first, I walked past them. I'm like, oh, I should drop a case of beer here one time. Then I walked past. These guys got their beer already. They're good.
We walked by. They're like, yo, want a beer? I'm like, what?
Yo, that's crazy.
Hospitable.
Good on them, yo.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I love that. They flipped that whole situation.
Yeah. But that brings me to something that Akon has said, and like there's a sentiment that has also been shared with Cardi B, who said something very similar.
Yeah.
But Akon was saying he was happier when he was poor than when right now. We all know how up Akon is. He's saying he was happier when he was a poor kid living in Senegal.
That's wild.
How do you feel about that statement before I go to what he actually said about it?
Yeah, I think that like wealth is not just about like money.
Talk about it.
So it's about like anything, like your mind, everything. It's wealth of like self. And like, yeah, man, sometimes like when you know, like ignorance is bliss. So it's nice when you don't know, you could just live and just be free of all that stuff. When you know, you see the world and it's like you're the one burdened with the stress of it. So with money, I think it's probably something very similar where it's like I know that like I trade cryptocurrency, I do a lot of stuff, I follow a lot of what Akon is doing, like trying to do in Africa with crypto and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, his burdens of like having to take on development of Africa, of doing certain things, of changing the world, like it's because he knows, and it's unfortunate. It's a hard burden to hold. Like I get it, like I can understand a little bit. So yeah, that resonates. I can imagine, you know, like But I mean, at the same time, you're rich.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dry your tears with your honey.
Facts. Yeah. It's facts. Yeah. I mean, money can't buy you happiness. You know what I mean? But it can buy you a lot, though. It can buy you a lot.
It can buy you a lot of things to make you happy.
Broke, you said it was rough, and now you're rich, and you said it was rough. All I know is it's going to be rough all the time. So it really doesn't matter. You got to find wealth, to your point, in other places.
Yeah. Well, here's what he said verbatim. Oh no! I hear they do this. They take my sound away. Anyways, he was saying what I recall from actually listening to him. He said he's lived both. He's been the kid in Senegal, just with no electricity and just living a very modest life, but had the basic necessities. And now he's wealthy and successful, and the burden of success is not. It doesn't really add to his happiness. Therefore, he feels like being like when he was poor, he was happier, and it's easier to be happy.
Yeah.
I feel like this is similar to like how we just romanticize everything. You know, basketball used to be better back in the day. The music hasn't been good since the 80s. The cars haven't been good since the 80s. And like even when we were just talking about our childhood before everybody got here, we're talking about playing X-Men back in the day and how fun that was. And like it was a great game, but like come on, there's like way better games now. It was great at the time.
Oh, you see what Spider-Man 2 is gonna look like?
I know we did follow the conversation with that. But like we just like to romanticize things. Like we're here now, and like if we're not happy with where you currently are, you're gonna look forward, you're gonna look back. So he had something to look back on, and I'm sure he had a great time as a kid. At the same time that he had some, it was obviously hardship, and same to us, same to a lot of us to different degrees. So I feel like we all romanticize our past once we get to a certain point, because what else are you gonna do? You're gonna say, "Oh, I hated it. Now I'm rich. Everything's sick." Like, no, it's not always like that.
Do you think it works like
a continuum,
like a graph? Where it's like, as you get here,
you're gonna
things also drop. So there's like an actual sweet spot. So that's why people say. I think like they say like
for sure. Yeah.
What is it like 70K? They're saying is like the amount that you.
You don't necessarily have to make not necessarily like 500K, wealthy, 500 million, because you could experience the same amount of richness in wealth and happiness. And like still live a realistic life and not worry about too much with just about 70, 80K or something like that. You don't necessarily have to make $1 billion.
No, you don't. And I don't even know if like there's a dollar. I feel like the dollar amount's probably different for everyone, but I feel like if you can live comfortably and afford to do the things you want to do, I always cherish experiences over material things. You know what I mean? So like for me, I just want enough that I can go and take a trip here or there. I can go do these things and have those memories, have those experiences, versus buying this car or buying like this pair of clothing or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's probably different for each of us in terms of what that amount is that's gonna make you feel that way. But I would always encourage people to cherish like the experiences in life versus material things that are just gonna fade away and you're gonna forget about. You're always gonna be chasing that next thing or the newest thing or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And like, so if that's your focus, then you're never going to be satisfied because you'll never have enough. Yeah.
Trust me, I'm a guy that has a lot of hats. I get it.
Always
you get the hat and you're like, this is the one. Yeah. It's not. There's always another one.
Yeah.
Bald beanie guy.
The ball. Yeah.
The what?
As being a bald beanie guy.
Oh yeah, I can never have enough beanies. That's the one. I gotta buy a bunch of. Springtime is actually the best time to buy beanies if you guys really want to know.
Cause they're on sale.
Yeah, $8 for the $30 beanies.
Jeez, okay, where?
They're gonna have to pay me to tell the world. That's using on Patreon. We're gonna. I don't have a Patreon, but
when they cut the check, then we'll tell them where to get them.
No, Patreon is where they cut the check.
Where they cut the check.
No, I'm talking about wherever you get it from.
So I should double it.
Yeah.
I should tell them on Patreon. While the brand,
facts.
I like it.
Facts.
Cut the whole combo. Next.
After we just said money isn't everything, but we take the money still.
Do we want to talk about relationships and dating? Because that's my favorite.
Hey, let's go.
It looks like into it. I feel like you like to.
Let's get it.
Stretch a little bit.
It's about to get mixy.
You're a downtown man, but you're from what borough?
Scarborough.
Scarborough. Where in Scarborough would you say like?
Like McCown Eglinton, McCown Lawrence, McCown Eglinton.
Yeah, I know those ends. Yeah, I'm familiar. Listen, I'm an honorary Scarborough man. You can't laugh it off. It's true.
man.
I worked in the
First of all,
I worked in the ends. I played for the ends before people were playing for the ends.
Now you see Water Club Scarborough now?
we have a Scarborough Blues jersey right here on this T-shirt. We got a Scarborough Blues jersey right here on this here T-shirt.
It's like, oh, we do? Oh,
He's got
you didn't know. See, that's a bunch.
Where'd you get that shirt from?
Yeah, Malik made this shirt. We got more stuff coming soon. Trust me.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm an honorary Scarborough
All right,
guy,
man. I'll
so
give it to you.
I've been around since 15.
All right, man. All right.
Yeah. Talk to Big Cat about it. Don't talk to me about it.
I'm not gonna bring this up again, man. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So I think it doesn't even matter. I just asked you just to know, but like outside of that, I feel like in Toronto, especially, I feel like in high school is the beginning of it. Obviously, it just felt like everybody just knew everybody, dating wise. Did you feel that?
Yeah. There's only so many at the top. There's only so many.
Episode title that one.
Yeah.
Episode title that one.
Hilarious.
You're like, oh, she ain't fucking with me no more. She fucking with Terrence Ross right now.
So yeah, I mean, it's a small place, man.
Yeah. So there's been, and I feel like this might, I don't know if this ever happened when Facebook was a thing. Were you a Facebook man at any time in your life?
Actually, yeah, I had the squiggles and all that stuff in my profile.
What are you talking about?
You know how your profile name, you could change it and make it all
On Facebook?
Oh yeah, you can do some cool shit to the name. Yeah. You're talking about like MSN.
No, Facebook.
Yeah, I'm like Facebook.
To your actual name, like when I'm looking your name up.
Yeah, my name is the Wave Bumpin' Fabulashes.
Oh wait, no, what was your name?
What?
Yeah, so
Wave Bumpin' Fabulashes.
Wave Bumpin', because I was wave bumping back then.
Okay,
Wave Bumpin'.
I gave myself that name, but Fabulashes, the ladies gave me that name in grade 4.
Because you had Fabulashes.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Wave Bumpin' Fabulashes.
Hold on.
It's a crazy name. That might have to also be an episode title.
Crazy, bro.
I just called myself Shaquille Wide Body C. I gave myself. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember why, but it was cool. It was cool back then.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like my cousin's Roadblock. That's what they called him. But
Roadblock is hard, actually. Roadblock is hard. Oh, yo, if I'm 6'7" and my nickname is Roadblock.
Yeah, you're definitely Roadblock.
Yeah,
yeah.
What club was he saying no to people at?
Yo, like I don't think he actually worked it because he's from St. Lucia, like really. So he only came here like a little bit, but yeah, he was a Roadblock. I remember one time this guy came over. I made a joke like I was gonna fight him. This guy actually punched me, bro. And I was so pissed. I was gonna go see a girl.
Like you took it there.
Like he just hit me in my lip. Like I was so mad, bro. I tried to fight him.
Yeah,
He
probably just hold your head back.
Roadblock.
That's funny. I've never actually really gotten to a fight, but I can only imagine like arguing with a cousin or a family member.
Yep.
And they just hit you for real, and you're like,
You're just done.
yo,
You're like, yo.
that's not where I was trying to be.
Yeah.
You went too far.
He went there quick. I didn't expect it. I was gonna talk some smack first, and this guy
Was he already known as Roadblock?
Yeah.
You should have known. No, but you should.
Had on his back.
Oh, geez.
You should have known. You fucked up.
I know.
You fucked up.
I was young.
That's crazy, bro.
So I only asked this about like
sorry.
before we got that beautiful quote about you saying there's only so many at the top.
Yeah.
There apparently there was a woman Facebook group where they were just like using this to determine if they were dating the same man.
Wow.
So now men have started the same thing. It's there's a.
Took us long enough. How long did it take us?
It's called "Are We Dating the Same Girl?"
Okay.
It took a while.
Same girl.
We're behind, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a necessity to have such a tool?
Nah, man. I'm a little bit grown about this stuff. Like, personally, like I don't. Man, at this age,
Yeah.
like, bro.
We might.
You might.
It's just, it is what it is at this point. At this age, like everyone's been with everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you mad about it, or are you like turned off by it? Like, if you hear it, is it like, oh man, all right, next one?
that's a deep question. I have to really think about it because on the surface, I'm like, nah. But
If it was another artist in the city.
No, but he's like, I'm trying to answer truthfully though.
See.
No, not a peer, not a peer.
no, like no, I don't think so. Still, but I don't know about dating in general personally right now. Like in Toronto, like I'm okay still. I'm dating myself. I'm focused on me.
Are you turned off from the scene? Did the scene turn you off, or you just?
No, I'm just focused, man. Because like everyone just takes. Everyone's here to take. Relationships take from you, like, and like you have to be like fully sustaining for yourself, like, for you to be able to give to someone else. Like I'm not at that point. I want to give to myself. I want to be more abundant in what I'm doing, so my family's good, my team's good, and then I can do the other stuff after.
Okay, then like let me do what I like to do on the podcast is ask hypothetical questions. Are like, would you ever be on this? Like, say you're dating somebody. Would you ever check this Facebook group? Add yourself to it.
From Toronto, she's from Toronto.
Yeah, do a little background check.
I wouldn't even have to. Because like, I definitely know.
You'll just put it out in the group chat, or at least like if you posted a little
Instagram, bro, mutuals. Like I would know. True. I would know in like no time.
If there's a certain dude that's following her, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. True.
You're saying like without even any questions, you just see the follows and you get it.
Yeah,
you can see the patterns.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, like I'm probably pretty particular about who I would date. So like I feel like if I'm gonna date someone, like they have to be like great. So you
laughed like it was like it's laughable that they're great today. Like it's not even possible today. They would have to be fucking great.
So yeah, that's not happening. So yeah, but no, and like yeah, that person would be great enough that like yeah, man, like everyone would know. Oh, that girl was with that guy in the past. Yeah. That's where my head's at least. It's
true.
You know, so I mean, I don't. It's hard to find someone that like nobody knows in the GTA. You know,
is it true that if it ain't foreign, it's boring?
Wow.
Yeah, I think so, man. Maybe that sounds about right, and it rhymes, so it sounds like it should be. It rhymes. Like,
what about if you don't use it?
Do you lose
it? Do you lose it? Is that what happens?
I believe so.
Yeah. No, I think that's a real thing.
It's a problem. If you smelt it, you dealt it. Because I always felt like that wasn't fair.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair.
That's fair. That's real.
No, sometimes
it's not fair because sometimes you're just the first one to be like, "Hold on, you nasty," and you didn't deal it. You only smelt it.
I just raised the alarm.
I just said what everybody was thinking.
It's true.
You gotta call doorknob on that. I don't know what to tell you then.
Oh, that means.
Oh my god, don't say that. I hated doorknobs so much. So if I were to say I farted right now in this situation,
doorknob.
Somebody calls doorknob, they have to punch the fuck out of me in my arm until I touch a doorknob.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like anything that's play fighting. Don't do that. It's either we fighting or we not fighting. Like, I don't like doorknob. I don't like Slugbug. I don't like none of those games.
I don't know
that
one.
Slugbug?
Nope.
Oh
You're from LA.
I'm from LA. So Slugbug was such a fun game. You would be driving wherever you're going, and if you saw
punch buggy. Slugbug.
Slugbug. You slug somebody.
That's so,
Canadian.
That's so much more aggressive.
Or something bug adjacent. You slug somebody. It's Slugbug. You be like,
Slugbug is way more aggressive than a punch buggy.
Your arm for real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Upset.
Yeah.
Canadians are not aggressive.
No. It's not a fun game.
No.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was.
Until you hit someone.
But when you say it, like, and then you hear her, like, Americans are way cooler.
Slugbug? Yeah.
No, but you guys never played murder ball though. With basketball, with a basketball. No. With a basketball.
Oh.
So murder.
What?
This is what we played at Jane and Finch. Back when I was a man over there on the other side of that. You know, I used to be there too.
He's from the West. See, now
I'm everywhere. Now he's like, he's full of shit. Shaq full of shit though. I'm good enough. Yeah, it was back when I was on Driftwood, you know?
This guy is wild.
It's a fact, but it sounds like I'm talking shit.
It does.
So this is like during like recess. We would get a basketball, and so similar to like playing
Reddit?
No. Elimination. Remember playing elimination where like eventually one person's left and they're out or whatever?
Yeah.
So you break it, you shoot the free throw. Whoever gets the ball off the rebound, you kick the shit out of them.
What? Wait, what?
That's it. You kick the shit out, and if they score at the same time that you kicked them, it's a free kick. So you gotta stand there and take a nasty kick to your ass.
What the hell?
And this is what we played as we were kids. It's called Murder Ball.
Never played this in my life.
It was fun.
Can we talk about toxic again? Toxic.
It was fun.
This is insane.
It was fun. It was fun.
Why were you doing that?
Because it was the hood, and I didn't want to play until
I didn't want to play.
but everybody else is doing it, and I like basketball, and I wanted to play.
So if you get the rebound, you get your ass kicked.
So yeah, and
there'd be one person running around, and it'd be. First of all, I feel like it was more than kicking. I feel like it was just straight war. It was just fighting.
It was kicking.
I feel like it was more
Can
than
you
kicking.
fight back?
You're not supposed to when you have the ball.
You're trying to score.
But it'd be one person.
Someone's kicking you?
It'd be one person running with the ball and just like a mob of people behind them just trying to.
I remember one like I got to
This is
the.
why I don't go to the West End.
That's what I'm saying. That's why East End lads don't go to West End.
Yo,
elimination.
I left partway at the beginning of grade 8. I came back at the end, and it was a scary place. I missed so much. It was like 6 months. They were talking different. They were like into some. Like I was looking at dudes. I'm like, yo, what are you doing now? Like, you okay? Shit was different when I came back.
That was crazy.
So Murder Ball was one of our finest.
Yeah, no, we
pastimes over there. Yeah.
It sounds like recess. It sounds like the kindergartners in recess. Bro.
I don't want to play a game that has like slap, murder, slug. Like I don't want to play a game.
You were playing Punch Slug, and I was playing Murder Ball. Slugbug. There's more relationship stuff. Let's just fuck the Murder Ball.
I don't know how we got there, Murder Ball, but yeah.
So there's a British man. He was trying to improve the quality of his relationship with his girlfriend, and he said it got stronger after he suggested that she sleep with other guys while he was at work.
Right.
Wow.
Is there any world where we see that as a potential solve?
No. Solve?
He's gonna be open-minded, right?
I know he's trying to be open-minded.
I think about this stuff often.
Often. Wait. What?
Yeah, I mean, I was in a long relationship, like pretty much 10 years on off, and I don't know, man. Like, yeah, that one is it's a iffy one. I don't know. I where I'm at, especially being in the music industry. I just don't, at this point in my life, like see it being like the traditional like me and her and marriage and then like this like I know myself. I'm like I know where I'm at right now. It's not happening. Like I'm everywhere. Like so if I meet someone that I really like, I can enjoy their like. I don't really expect at this point in my life to hold that person down.
Okay.
Like I don't expect you to be with just me and just like it's like me or the highway kind of thing. Like you know like it is what it is. Like so. I don't know, but if it's different, man. You're dating someone, you're trying. I don't know. It's such a hard question. I don't think I would. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with that.
Yeah. Well, here I can give you the exact story. Here's the details. So Matt, who declined to give his last name, I would probably not do this. I wouldn't do that either. Spoke about his frisky 4-year relationship with Lady Love Zoe in an interview for the YouTube series Love Don't Judge.
Oh boy.
The 36-year-old said he and Zoe, who's 31, had only been dating for a few months when he suggested having sex with other men. First off, this is just a few months.
Yeah, I heard that.
They started at a few months, and they're dating for 4 years. But like,
damn.
Yeah, no.
Damn. I can't imagine wanting anybody else.
Ah, that's the thing. Like,
especially in the beginning. In the beginning, everything's shiny and beautiful.
Yeah,
and that's all I want.
You don't have that. You don't have that.
He could have a micro dick. He could be, you know what I mean, asexual.
But there's other ways to please your woman.
He knows right away.
Okay, well let me go on.
You, I don't want to waste your time. Here's where I'm at. You want to sleep with someone else. Maybe.
So he said when she agreed to it, I was happy because I had been cheated on before, so I was quite happy to find someone who wasn't gonna cheat on me back.
Well, I guess it's not cheating if you know.
So he's preventatively protecting himself from being cheated on by suggesting to just fuck people in the confines of our relationship. That way, you can never say I'm getting cheated on again.
So if it's like an open thing, I can more understand that. Like if he's out there like doing his thing, that's different.
But it's too.
But if he's not,
if he's too cocky for you,
that's like, bro. while you're at work getting a bag is what you said.
Yeah. That's the confines. That when I'm at work, do it.
Yeah. He's getting the bag and she's getting teabag. Like that's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again. That was good.
Right?
That was good.
That's a bar, right?
I didn't hear it. Do it again.
Yeah. He's getting the bag and she's getting teabag.
A shade room caption. I love it.
Wow, that is a shade room caption.
But that's not for me, man. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Each its own. To each its own. Every couple has their own agreement within the two people. They say this is how we're gonna rock. Mm-hmm. But it sounds like that nigga needs therapy. Because why would your response to dating women that step outside of your relationship and outside of whatever boundaries you guys have agreed on?
Yeah.
Why is your option to say you should just fuck other people?
Yeah.
Why is your option not to change?
Yeah.
Who you're attracted to?
Yeah, exactly.
Figure out why you're attracted to the wrong person.
To me, it doesn't sound like what you're talking about. What might be. I understand if you're like, okay, listen, I love you. Maybe it's like an open relationship scenario that makes a little bit more sense to me. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand just saying, oh, you love me? Okay, great, we're awesome. You can fuck other people though, by the way. I mean, I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, no, it sounds like he needs to do some inner searching stuff. Because like that, yeah.
Well, he said that
he deserves better than just settling for something that he doesn't want because he thinks there's no other option.
Well, they said that it unlocked new levels of trust, intimacy, and communication.
No, he's just telling himself that.
I guess communication. Yeah,
he can trust her because she's gonna say, "I'm fucking somebody else,"
and they're communicating about it, and
because it's now allowed in the relationship.
Yeah, but the intimacy, like.
Do you think she wants to fuck him more? Like, would that make him more desirable?
If she couldn't compare, like, that guy did it like this. I don't know. I wonder about that. Now I'm curious, though.
I mean, yeah, bro. You first of all, like, I feel like you just, if you're gonna do something like that and be open on both sides, like, you just have to be very confident in yourself. Right? Which is again why, like. You just got to do a lot of self-work, you know? And if you do that and then you find someone that's done that for themselves and whatever, then it works. But this seems like it's a more one-sided thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I've seen this in a TV show. It didn't work out well for the couple.
Oh, you're talking about...
I can't remember the name of the show. It was on Netflix. Easy. Yeah. Good series.
So what, the woman stepped out?
In that one?
Yeah, the woman wanted the open relationship, and the guy went along with it. But he was not satisfied. He was not happy at all.
So he was trying to do it too, but he was not enjoying it.
Yeah.
He was open to it just to make them happy.
Just to make her happy.
But then the roles eventually switched when her fling didn't happen. Like it died, and he ended up having basically a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he was all happy, and she wasn't as happy. Then it switches again. So it's like it just was kind of showing you like it's gonna be this consistent up and down, and there's gonna be. I feel like what I saw was a little bit more distance because. You don't want to like rain on your hubby's parade because you're down because your girlfriend broke up with you, you know, or whatever it is. So I thought it was very interesting to see that as much as they were more open about, they're just absolutely open about the situation, that there was still a level of like, okay, I can't like really tell you about everything because this is a lot and you're in a different space than I am. So there was a separation, I felt.
Well, there was a specific conversation about that it was a back and forth conversation on a couple of different occurrences where they were like, how do we navigate this? Because I don't want to hear about that. And she was like, but I want to talk about it. And he was like, but I can't hear about it.
Right.
And then she was like, and I don't want to hear about your shit. So they both want to talk about it to their best friend.
They can't,
who should be your, partner, your life partner. And can't because the life partner doesn't want to hear about it, but they're both saying that they want to do this separate thing. So there's like this muddy space in the middle where it's like, you can't, if you're not going to be comfortable enough to talk about it, in my opinion,
then you can't do it. You shouldn't do it.
You're going to be distant anyway. It's going to go to the left and to the right.
Yeah.
I want to end this with that new segment.
The using your platform.
Use your platform.
Yeah.
And I think it makes sense anyways, especially when we have a guest, because, use our platform.
Yeah.
We might change the name, make it a little bit more witty, but let's start here. Use your platform. Would you like to break the ice?
So what do you want me to? So what are we talking about?
I mean,
use that platform.
You dropped your first single of the year. I don't know what else is gonna happen. You got any
plug your stuff.
Plug something.
Whatever you got.
Or just get something off your chest, because that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting some shit off my chest that we had already kind of talked about. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
You can start though.
I'll do the same.
Unless you want to wait and let me go first.
I think you should go first. I'll let you set the tone.
Is it because I'm hot? Because I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Go down the line. We can go down the line.
I'm
We can
gonna
go
let you
down the
set the
line.
tone.
Okay.
And maybe I'll go off of what you're saying because I might have.
We can go
some
down the
shit to
line.
say.
All right, King Street West.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
All the nightclubs, every single one of them. What happened? What happened? I mean, 2019, like going back to like what 20. I mean, since I was 19, if I'm gonna be honest, it was popping. There was things to do. I knew where to go, and I'm not gonna. It's not all on you, King Street. I should know a little bit more, but I've been living here long enough to know what is going on, where to go, and all this. And then I pull up, and my wife, who's from LA, has never been to Toronto pre-COVID.
Right.
And I'm coming here and I'm trying to say, okay, yeah, we got the spots. The music is the best here. Our DJs are way better than it is over there.
I mean, they are. They are.
We go to the clubs and I feel embarrassed every single time.
Oh, no.
The vibes are always off. 44. What is that? Like 44, I was surprised. I'm literally, as we're walking in, I'm talking to the bouncer. I'm like, yo, is this like the spot? Like, is this what's popping? He's like, this is the hottest club in Toronto. I'm like,
of course
you can't say the word hottest because now it's an ad.
Yeah.
Nobody describes anything as the hottest anything.
Nah.
So that was a long hallway that was just 2 pack up with overpriced drinks and limited vibrations. The best places that I can say so far, and there's still I have lots of notes for them, is like going to Juliet because I know I can go smoke a blunt in there, and the music is not going to be anything top 40. But I'm going to places like I can't even remember the name of the spot that we went to. That's like an Italian place in a restaurant during the day on King West.
I know the spot you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
There with an M.
Where is it on King?
Parlor.
Parlor. Yeah, first time this week. Yeah.
Parlor's lit.
They're playing everything from like white country music to white like Backstreet Boys shit to like
hold on.
Central
You
C
say white
to
Backstreet Boys and shit. Like,
I know white Backstreet Boys. Yeah, that's redundant.
Nah, I got you.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like all over the place. There's no flow. You can never really catch a pocket.
Yeah.
And it's just it's honestly it's very disappointing. The music has been very subpar at all of the clubs I've been to, and the vibes have just straight up been off. Like aside from the fact that we pull up to a spot just to pop in, if I was paying my hard-earned $20 to $40, $40 to just walk into a spot like this is Vegas,
not gonna do
it. And it's not that.
No, that was 44 asked me for that like last week.
That's what I heard. $40 is like the norm.
For men. And they say men.
For men.
Where's the 20?
Y'all are wild.
Yeah.
This ain't Vegas. Yeah. This ain't Vegas.
I don't want to be nowhere.
Nah.
Not for $40.
Nowhere for $40.
And then you pay for a drink and as a 20 piece.
Nah.
And the music is giving nothing.
Nah.
I'm gonna be fuming.
Can I give you a counterpoint?
And sorry, before we go,
yeah.
Before I let you go, they take like your weed, they take your lighters.
Yo.
Jacket.
Why are you? But why are you taking my weed?
I'm telling you.
Yes, it's literally an airport. You took my lighter. How am I gonna light this weed? You took it, and then you know what makes it even worse? What makes it even worse for me?
Let me know that.
Is seeing these white girls just smoking cigarettes inside the club.
Cancer sticks.
So you're letting people smoke cigarettes in the club. My weed is in your pocket, and I got no lighter. I'm completely disarmed. You better believe that I put my hand at the bottom of that bucket and grabbed 18 lighters on my way home.
Yeah,
it's part of the game. That's part of the game.
No, I agree. I did it last
If you ask me to give up my lighter, I'm taking about 7 of them things.
And that's me using my platform.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to say, I live for this.
Y'all kill me, man. Y'all kill me.
No one is willing to say this kind of stuff. So I'm happy to hear it from someone
I have no ties. I'll cut this clip up and tag all the clubs.
Tag them all.
I'll DM them. You think I give a fuck? Who are the clubs? Juliet?
Yeah.
No, I can't keep dissing Juliet because I love Juliet more than all of them so far.
Yeah.
But fuck 44. Like, I hated that place.
Damn.
So I literally had this experience so many times there. And literally, like last week, man, I know a few people that work there. Like, we're cool. Like, but But that doesn't change like the overall vibe. So what I'll say, the overall vibe, like first of all, there's just so much ego in the clubs from men coming to the clubs. So I think like everyone's just on edge. Like it's not even the security, and then I'm coming there like all zen and just trying to do my thing and have a good.
They don't receive zen. No, they don't receive zen. No. They don't even hear you or see you. You have to come with ego.
That's always been the club vibe though. That's always been the club vibe.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's like it's just sad, right? So like literally the exact same experience you have. Man, I've had so many issues with them. Like I've had to hide my weed outside. It gets taken. I had to try to give it to my boy. I don't get it back. They have like 7 of my joints, bro. That's not a joke.
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, exactly.
Like, in the span of like 2 months, like that's like.
That's nuts.
And so like most recently, I went downstairs. I had some on me. The security is kind of like jacked like girl. Like she's like, you can't bring this in, and I'm like, okay, that's no problem. Like just leave it here. I'll come. I've done that before. I've like they've taken it and I come back and get it. She's like, I can't do that, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I'll take it to my car. She's like, no, like I'm on camera. Like I taken it, I have to confiscate it. I'm like,
bro, what?
No,
what?
I'm like,
no,
what?
And that's the thing. Like I feel like those situations, especially when I'm already buzzed, you're gonna get the worst version of you.
You're already agitated.
Now you're agitating me so much that I'm just gonna talk.
But they're seeking that because they're poking at people to try to get ego out of you, right?
But why?
What is the point of it?
Because they power tripping.
They got poked at because the guy before us.
It's freaking transferable energy. Some assholes coming up and they're putting their asshole energy on somebody, and now everybody's got to get asshole energy.
Yes.
And it's whack because I don't give a fuck. Try harder. Pay attention to what I'm giving you.
Yes, I agree.
I'm getting asshole energy everywhere I go too.
If I said that, I'd get put in
ma'am or sir, I'm getting the asshole energy too. But I came at you with the hey girl, hey guy. So come at me with the hey. Don't come at me with the asshole because I didn't come at you like that.
I agree.
You know? So that's my problem.
I really wish I could say. I just
and you know what? I used to work the door too, baby. I worked in nightlife. So I'm coming from the inside out, not the outside in. The inside out, you on some bullshit. Try harder.
Damn, a lot of assholes.
I feel that.
Yeah. So that it's been really discouraging for me to even want to like explore spots just to pop in. Like I'm not talking about the night where you're like, okay, let's go get a booth and bottles and do the whole thing. I haven't been to a lot of these places before. I'm trying to see what's over here, what's over there, before I even get to that space. It makes me it's really hard for me to feel like I want to spend any money over here.
This is crazy, bro. Just listen to you guys. I'm not even outside. I'm like inside. I'm trying to go outside, but for me, it's like my counter to that is I don't have this experience because when I do choose to go out, I know what event I'm going to. I know the promoters that are putting on the event, so I already know the vibe.
You're going to specific parties. You're
That's
not
just going.
to.
I'm not going to.
You're not going to Early Mercy on a Saturday just because.
If I'm stepping out, it's like I'm going in
my
because
phone got pickpocketed there, along with 22 other phones.
At Early Mercy.
Yeah, that's on.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Pickpocket like
out of your pants,
like a professional. Yes.
Yeah, like
literally just tapped you up and I was gone.
They're professionals probably in there because it's so tight, right? They have 4 a.m. last call. So everyone, you're drinking all night, 2 a.m. You're still drinking. Most people are like, I'm pretty lit, whatever. But it's so tight and such a small area, bro. You don't know who would just come touch your side and it's gone.
It's gone.
20. I like what happened was I left. A girl was outside crying. She's like, I got my phone stolen. I'm like, yo, that sucks, bro. And I'm like,
you're feeling for yours. Damn.
I'm like, yo. 22 phones that night, and the owners were there that night too, and everything, and like, yo. Yeah.
And that's the thing about like being in these, like, I don't know if this is like my age and entering the 30s, but like I don't know if I desire to be in a packed up spot like that anymore unless like I'm in that booth setting where I have a little bit of movement. Like I don't like to just be boxed up next to people.
Nah.
You know, I pulled up in the fur. What am I gonna do?
Yes.
Sweat my
this was last week?
Yeah,
this is our last time. I was like, damn.
I'm like, oh, okay, we should go home. Or we should go to the next spot.
Yeah.
I'll get out of there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not like.
But that's also where, and that's our.
I need to go in here that bad. Whatever here is.
What makes me feel so bad is that's our privilege. Like King West is like 30 seconds from here.
Yeah.
If we came down, I lived in Richmond Hill for a lot of my life. So imagine we Uber down here. We going to this spot. We got to make it work. And I'm used to having to make it work because I grew up in the suburbs.
Yeah. But nah, you don't have to do that now. I'm telling you, man. Like. I feel like there's places that
I feel like this man's like, this guy grew up everywhere. This guy's a liar.
He's a liar. I just feel like there's places that are like, because again, I haven't experienced this as much because I haven't been out like that, but I feel like there's places that are more, I don't know if it's underground, but there's places where you could still get that vibe that you're seeking.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But he's specifically talking
I know he's talking about King Street. I know.
King Street is the worst.
King, and then like, so what happens is like Queen in college, they try to follow like they try to follow King because King is the king.
Yeah.
King Street.
That's why I like going to like the West, like going to Ossington. It's just like a chill, laid back vibe. Everybody's just there for a good time. Even if you're at the door. Like, even if you're, I need to know more.
She got a question.
Nice.
I feel like your King Street is kind of like our Sunset, and that it's very overrated, and there's a bunch of different things to do there, but it's like where the tourists go.
Yes.
They don't fucking know, and like
you're right.
You're right. Go do that shit. And I feel like the people that live here go elsewhere.
No, it's facts. Like if you were to go to, if you were coming to the city for the first time, you're gonna Google search.
It's really different. Like in 2015,
it was different. King Street was restaurant.
It was restaurants.
Random clubs, like we went, like you can walk into any club and hear soca, dance, hall, reggae. It was never like that.
Wow.
And it changed for the last like 3 or 4 years.
Just after pandemic.
Well, probably before the pandemic. I'm saying like 2019, maybe 2018. It's like whenever this started changing.
The streets just have changed. It used to be Richmond way back in the day. Then it was Peter, like
Peter, John, Richmond. Those are the spots.
But now it's King, and King is just like a level of like.
It's also, let's call it what it is too. There's a lot of racism in the nightlife.
Capacity is ridiculous, and we deal with it.
I can talk about this because I heard your bro was talking about like earlier, like what happened to him, and I was just. This was like about 2-3 weeks ago. I was at Mademoiselle, bro, like. There talking to random people, whatever. I just went in there like my boy. We're just having a drink, just chilling. I'm just like, yo, I love this spot. Everyone looks good. And I want to come inside. We're there. Tutu, some guys like whatever. He's like, oh, he's like kind of lit. Look, I think he's like Italian dude. He's just like, oh, whatever. Oh, you're a cool guy. Like I saw their stones and I had to talk to you. I'm like, yeah, cool, thanks, man. And he's like, yo, I don't know what it is about you. Like, no, I'm not gay, but like, he's like, yo. And I'm like, sick, man.
Talk about last time.
I'm like, yo, cool. Like, man, I appreciate that. That's nice, like, you know. Whatever, man. Yo, we're talking. He made some type of joke, and then like everyone laughed. There was like 3 of us around the table, like ha ha ha. And then he comes and whispers in my ear, he's like, nigger.
You're lying.
Yo, what?
Like he's like, we're fine like for like I'd say like 15-20 minutes, which is a long time. Like talking to someone you don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, he actually bought us drink. He bought us around.
No, that sounds exactly like what he would do.
He bought around.
He would do that.
Why?
He bought around, but then he's like, what do you drink? I'm like, tequila. Then he's like, it's on this guy, and I laughed. I was like, huh, because he was just testing. So then he took out his money. Like I was just like, bro, what's going on? Anyways, and then he made a joke, and like again we all laughed. Like haha. He's like haha, nigga. And
what's funny is like
went back to normal. He's like,
wow. That's the thing. I don't know if he's looking to see. I don't know what reaction he wants. I don't know, but I don't know. That scenario doesn't sound far-fetched or like far removed from something that I might have experienced in my life.
The That's nastiest crazy. People smile in your face.
Yep.
And then whisper nigga in your ear.
That's crazy.
That is so metaphorical for so many different exchanges I've had. That's how they do. The nastiest, nasty. Like, you're a sociopath. Like you can have a conversation with me as a human and be like,
because I don't know if he's trying to provoke you to do some crazy shit just to.
He's trying to bait you.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw it because he was in there with certain people and he looked like he was like whatever, like a guy in his own aspect. So he was definitely trying to bait me. Like,
so he might, because you know the other thing, and let me, there's a certain type of dude that goes to a club or a function with a certain type of intention. Some of them are straight up like I've been in an Uber with these Caucasian dudes that are just like I'm thinking we're ready to party. I'm pre-drinking.
They want to fight.
He's like, yo, Shaq, if I'm down to get in a fight, are you down to? Like, wait, what kind of energy you on? Like, I'm just trying to party. It's a normal thing for some of these people to really be trying to get a little bit aggressive.
100%. My dad drove like a cab for a number of years in the city, and this has been going on from like My dad got here in the 70s, so like he was doing this from like the 80s or whatever. Yo, those guys from then, they were ready to go out. Like the Irish dudes or whatever, they were going out just like ready to scrap with anyone. Anyone could get it. And then especially once black people started coming in, you know, from wherever, Caribbean, Africa, brown guys started coming in, they're like, oh, they're ready. That's like they go out for. Instead of having a good time, they want to go and start some shit. No, it's like, why? Why is that your? They
could either go and find a girl, or they can find a fight, and they're happy both ways.
Another example of looking down on me while you looking up at me. Are you crazy?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So that was my using my platform.
Damn.
That was mine.
I'm right there with you. I wanted you to go first, so I could. And I'm happy you did because I'm right there with you on so many levels, and again, I told you guys a little bit earlier before the podcast. I had some type of quote, but it was along the lines of like men need to be better at not, like, I don't want to butcher it, but like not letting women believe that we're like men. If that, it's along those lines. Like,
are you talking about like, is it referring to the letting them believe that we're not the stereotype?
Yes.
Okay.
That we're not like every man, because I feel that when I go out, there's just like I don't know if it's COVID too or what, but like people are just like not social. like on top of the clubs, everything that's going on already, we're dealing with that from the staff at these clubs, the vibe in the space, and then the people themselves. Like you there's no space to have conversation to like, you know, because everyone's has their walls up.
Everyone's got their guard up. Yep.
Yeah. So. Yeah, like just to add to like the whole King Street thing, I mean, just in general, like Toronto, like let's just all smile a little bit. Let's try to let's try to find it. Like, come on, this is a beautiful city. Everyone looks good. There's great spots, everything to do. Let's just find it. Like, you know, like I don't know. That's just that's me using my platform.
Yeah, I mean, to bring it full circle, like this goes back to how you and I met. Like, I walked into that space expecting. Not I don't want to say not to have a good time. I expected like I'm gonna have a good time. I'm with my wife. I'm gonna have a good time. But like I expected people to be kind of still standoffish, and that was the one time going out recently where it didn't feel that way. So I feel like there is that energy here in the city. To your point, we just need to harvest it more. We need more people just to go out and just want to have a good time. You go out for having a good time. Like, don't go out with negative vibes.
Man,
stay home if that's gonna be the case. You know what I mean?
Respectfully, I love the city.
To be fair.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how positive your vibes are. If you walk into a room with a bunch of negative energy, they will swallow you. It's not going to happen the other way around.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
Because you and Ashley are like, hey.
Yeah.
If you walk into a group of people, hundreds of people that are like, no.
Yeah.
You're going to feel like no too. Yeah. And that's just a fact. Yeah. So maybe it's about what I did in America. This is what y'all trying to do. This is what you always been on. I got to decide if I'm with it or if I'm not with it. And if I'm not with it, then get out. So maybe we just need to party elsewhere.
True. No,
because or throw your own party.
Yeah. And I think that's what's happening. Yeah,
exactly.
Allegedly,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I mean, now
you can. There's no alleged. I am.
Yeah. Facts. We make our own spaces, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Before we get out of here, so you dropped your first single like today. What are we looking forward to? Is there going to be like an EP of sorts that we're building, or are we going to have some more singles? Are we going to have a video? Like, what's going on?
You want to speak on this one? Because when it comes to music, I'm pretty horrible. Yeah, come over here. You say it, because
we're getting the PR right from the source.
I just write, man.
Okay. So he's gonna have an R&B EP like in mid-September. That's kind of our plan. And then like that's gonna be it, I think, for the remainder of this year. But then moving to 2024, he's gonna most likely drop that Tribe Soul project that he spoke about. And so that's kind of the plan.
Is this 2023 project gonna be soulful, no pun intended?
I wouldn't say it's like soulful, but it's definitely it's R&B. Like it's definitely more contemporary R&B, and it's very different from what he has out right now.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Would you say? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Would you say the project that you're gonna drop? You said this year, and then you're gonna drop something in early 2024.
Like maybe like mid 2024.
And these two projects represent like. They're different.
Okay.
I love that because you're giving people such a good look at you up close in a short span of time, and that's really where you can see like a lot of movement. That's fun.
The range. That's
man. Like, I have so much music. Like, I have so much music already. Like, I don't know if people understand that. So, like, for me, it's just like I'm so eager to like express all of this stuff, but it's like I have to be like,
you gotta curate it and like,
here's this.
I can't imagine that because I feel like.
I mean, he's released a lot of music though. Like,
for sure.
Like,
no, for sure.
It's a lot of music.
But I feel like it's like, to put it this way, like Instagram, you have like a nice picture, I take a picture, you put it out.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about the whole rollout, man. I gotta be eager and hold back and because I got this heat.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not, because that's kind of lame if you're just holding heat.
Just holding back, yeah.
But music, I think, because you're trying to show people who you are, or at least what you want to see, and you gotta kind of curate what that experience is supposed to be. In some respects, you're trying to tell a story. You know what I mean? So I can imagine that friction of being like, yo, I create. I want to
get it out, yeah.
But I'm not like just gonna. I created it, put it out, put it out because it's got to be. You got to find a way to make it digestible to people.
For sure.
So I can only imagine.
Yeah, and people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. Reels are just everything online is just so entertaining. It's like you're seeing a monkey juggle, you're seeing this. It's like you got to find like how you're gonna. You can't. I don't think like it's smart from an independent artist to like that's like not largely known. To just be dropping singles and singles. You're putting out so much value, and like people aren't necessarily like absorbing it, right?
For sure. Yeah.
It takes people a lot of time to even like me, I'm a little bit different. You played a song earlier today and I heard the lyrics. I was like, oh, the guy just said that. Because I'm listening. Yeah, most people aren't really like listening.
It takes like 3 listens on that one song or something. Yeah.
So it's like you got to give people time to absorb your stuff, you know?
Facts. So, quality over quantity, you know?
What's your IG so they know where to find you?
Gifted by Gifted, one word, all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram.
Thank you for pulling up to the pod. Good to know that you're a neighbor too.
Yeah.
We need more neighbors like you, though.
You can bring your stones and all of it over here. I'll bring mine.
Exactly.
Out.
You guys are gonna come over. We're gonna do something. We'll plan it soon. We'll do something nice. It'll be nice.
Wicked.
Sounds good, bro.
Jeez. Yes, it says Patrick Dentistry on everything you already know.
Yes, sir. And
Shop like Shaq.
We'll be back. Like we mentioned, there's some stuff that's gonna happen. Oh, yeah. I hate teasing like that, where I'm not giving you nothing.
No, that's how we.
But there's gonna be some wearables. Amazing.
Yes.
High quality.
Yes.
Wearables.
And yo, the countdown to 200 begins. Jeez.
You like drill? I told you.
I got some things to show you stuff. I'm gonna show you some stuff.
Run that AC immediately,
Patrick,
please.
nobody runs hotter than you.